Star Wars only, I don't know what the fuck your problem is.
The first issue of the Kylo Ren comic book series was just released. I normally don't do reviews of comic books. There's one for Snoke that came out last week. I'm going to wait until the entire collected edition of it comes out so I can review it and just get all the issues in bulk. The first issue for the Kylo Ren one came out today, and I want to talk about it because I do think this had a good start. The Snoke one was interesting, don't get me wrong, but this one actually had a good start that made me interested in the future of this comic book series because they start off with Kylo Ren simply going to a planet in the wild space territory and talking to this tribe that Vader also had a battle with many moons ago with the Empire. Kylo Ren's going back with the First Order, and he even has a stormtrooper who wears the old stormtrooper armor who was there when Vader invaded the planet. He's there to kind of advise Kylo Ren and tell him about what happened back in the day when Vader was doing things. And Kylo Ren's, of course, trying to impress Vader, and the Stormtrooper kind of mocks him for it. And is like, you know, there's no point of proving yourself to a dead man. And he's got a point. There's a lot of problems that people have with the character of Kylo Ren, and I think a big problem with him in the sequel trilogy is how conflicted he is between the light and the dark side. It's not necessarily a problem, but it's hard to look at him as a pure villain of the story if he's so conflicted with the light and dark. This, he's fully embracing the dark. He's going all out dark side. He's trying to be the Darth Vader of the universe again. And I like that. I like seeing him just go full dark side and not be too conflicted, because it's nice to see him actually be evil if he's going to be the villain of our story. What's cool about this comic book, though, is that they talk about a god that the tribe is worshiping. And this tribe is very big and they're kind of intimidating overall, but they worship a god. And then when it reveals what the god is of that planet and who they worship, but I was kind of like, wow, that is a impressive reveal. And normally they don't do a lot of impressive reveals with these comic books or books. It's normally just kind of small stuff where you're like, oh, that was a little predictable. This was actually a cool reveal that I think a lot of Clone War fans are going to enjoy. So I do think it's a comic book worth reading if you're interested in Kylo Ren, or if you're interested in where this series can possibly go. It's only the first issue, and I always say my reviews are normally if you should skip it or if you should buy it. If you're really not into comic books like me, I'm not a big comic book fanatic, and if you're not into the story of Kylo Ren, wait until the entire issue comes out, or the entire series. They complete all 4 or 5 of them, however many that are going to come out, and you can skip this one for sure. It's not impactful in terms of story, but it does give you that villainous vibe to Kylo Ren that you don't get too much in the sequel trilogy so far. Hopefully they do a little bit more of the villain side of him in episode 9, but right now I think this is a good start to a series for Kylo Ren, because a lot of people are interested in his backstory, why he turned to the dark side, why he's so obsessed with becoming Darth Vader 2.0 basically, and this shines a little light on it, but not entirely. This is the start to another story. It's kind of like The Force Awakens, where The Force Awakens was a soft reboot of A New Hope, and the entire goal of The Force Awakens was to give you that nostalgic feeling of Star Wars while also getting you excited for the next film. And while I didn't like the next film in the series, I will admit when The Force Awakens came out, it got me excited to see where the story would go, and that's exactly what this comic book does here, is it gets you excited to see where the story of Kylo Ren will go, at least before the events of The Force Awakens. So I do think you should check it out if you are a comic book fan, if you want to learn more about Kylo Ren. If not, if you're not a big comic book fan, if you don't want to spend the money, like what's like $3 or $4 for a single issue, wait until the entire edition comes out, the entire series for the Kylo Ren ends. I'll put out a review for that when it comes out and everything's done. I'm not going to do another review of it until it's all done and said and done basically. But yeah, check this one out if you want to learn more about Kylo Ren. If not, you're really not missing out too much, but I do think this is a good start, and I do recommend you check it out just for the hell of it, honestly. So tell me your thoughts below. Have you read the new Kylo Ren comic book? If not, tell me why. Give me your opinions on it. I do like talking about this stuff with you guys normally, so leave your comments below. Please leave a like because it does help out the channel. I'm Star Wars Only. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see y'all next time, and may the Force be with you always.